AMD Ryzen iMax Plus Pro 395 and Ryzen iMax Pro 390 Strix Halo APUs benchmarked, GPU on par with RTX 3060 12GB. AMD's Ryzen iMax Plus Pro 395 and Ryzen iMax Pro 390 Strix Halo APUs have been benchmarked at Passmark, revealing the performance of these high-end content creation solutions for laptops. AMD Ryzen iMax Plus Pro 395 and Ryzen iMax Pro 390 Strix Halo APUs tested in Passmark feature Radeon 8060S and 8050S RDNA 3.5 inches APUs. AMD Strix Halo APUs have been leaking almost every day now. It looks like some users can get their hands on the upcoming laptops powered by these chips. While we have previously seen flagship chips getting benchmarked, this is the first time we have seen a third SKU. This is the AMD Ryzen iMax Pro 390, which was recently benchmarked on Passmark, and the scores are up on the site. The general information shows some basic info, like the operating system the CPU was benchmarked on and the name of the CPU along with its CPU speed. It boasts a 3.20 GHz clock speed, which seems like its base speed. This is 200 Hz higher than the Ryzen iMax Plus Pro 395 as per another Passmark benchmark, which shows the base clock of the latter as 3.00 GHz. The AMD Ryzen iMax Plus Pro 395 was recently benchmarked on Geekbench and is a 16-core/32-thread CPU. As for the Ryzen iMax Pro 390, the Passmark page didn't reveal its specification, but it could possibly feature 12-core/24-thread or even the same 16-core/32-thread configuration as the Ryzen iMax Plus Pro 395. However, the APU is different from the latter and is called the Radeon 8050S. Both AMD Strix Halo Ryzen iMax Pro APUs were running on a system equipped with 64GB of LPDDR5X H58G66BK8BX067 in memory and featured 1TB of SSD storage. The Ryzen iMax Pro 390 solution runs a 1TB Gen 5 SSD. Coming to its performance, while Passmark isn't the best way to measure and compare the performance of two processors, it will still let us know where we could put the Ryzen iMax Pro 390 APU on the list. In the CPU mark test, the processor scored 46,471 points, which is roughly 6% less than the 49,510 points made by the Max Plus Pro 395 APU. So, it looks quite competitive even with a faster chip and is roughly 31% faster than Ryzen i9HX370, which scores 35,388 points. The AMD Ryzen 97940HX CPU scores 54,454 points, and that's a 12-core chip based on the Zen 4-core architecture, while the Ryzen 97945HX 3D with 16 cores scores 57,430 points. On the other hand, the APU performance of Ryzen iMax Pro 390 exceeds even that of the 395 SKU, yielding 16,663 points compared to 15,965 points for Radeon 8060S. This should change with the arrival of more benchmarks, as 8060S is supposedly the flagship GPU with maxed out core clocks and up to 40 compute units based on the RDNA 3.5 graphics architecture. The APUs should end up almost as fast as the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 12GB discrete graphics card, which is a great showcase for these integrated solutions. All these new chips will arrive at CES along with more hardware from AMD, such as Radeon RX 9000 GPUs.